YouTube and social media. It is your boy Ringmaster420 back at it again with another video. And today is going to be a video guide on my Ghoul Commando build that I have been testing out and using recently. But before I get further into the video, if you want to stay updated on my content, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can keep updated on all my builds and build guides. Also, I do farming locations for different resources and just different events. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. So this is the special points that I'm using for the build. I'm going to pause that for just a couple minutes just so you can see. Alright, and then this is the perk cards that I am currently using with said build. Alright, and then the legendary perk cards that I'm using now, this is for my sneak build. I don't even know why that's up there. So I do use taking one for the team, legendary luck, legendary endurance, legendary perception, legendary agility, legendary strength. Alright, so with each perk card, so 15 max in strength, I'm using Arms Keeper, Bandolier, Scattershot, Sturdy Frame, Easy Target, Traveling Pharmacy, and Strong Bag. Then if we head into Perception, I am using Number Cruncher, Downranger, Tormentor, Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire level 1, and Awareness. Then if we head on into Endurance, I am using Life Giver, Ironclad, Through Hiker, Hardy, which used to be fireproof. Also starch jeans, even though I don't take any rat away or anything like that. If anybody has any radiation showers and I accidentally go to walk through it, I don't want my radiation and or not my radiation. I don't want my mutations resetting. I'm also using thick skin level 3, and I'm using glowing out level 3. Now, if you did want to get rid of 1 point, you can get rid of 1 point out of agility to put into endurance, so you can get glowing out level 3 if you want. This just basically, if you eat anything or drink anything, you get more rads for it. If you take that off, you get less rads. Also glow, in my opinion. So this is a very handy perk card to have. So we're going to head on into Charisma. So here we have Strange in Numbers. Now if you did not want to play in a team, you will have to use different mutations, but this is just what I prefer. And then you also want to put on Tenderize or 2. Then in Intelligence, it's just Science Monster. You know, while your glow gained 15% damage for 10 seconds upon getting hit. Pretty good card for me. Then you want to head into Agility. We are rocking with the Gunslinger 3, the Gunslinger Expert 2, Gorilla Expert 2, Gorilla Master 3, Packing Light, Gun Fu, and Action Ghoul. Now, you can even, instead of using Gun Fu, it's just my personal preference, but if you wanted to use Evasive, you can use Evasive. Or if you wanted to use, let's just say, Escape Artist, which this isn't a sneak build, but you could get away with using Escape Artist if you wanted to. But Gun Fu is just my personal preference with this build. And And then in luck, we got better criticals, class freak, critical savvy, faulty spots, and glowing criticals. So for my weapon of choice, I am using my Furious Conductor's Elder's Mark. So with this gun, you get plus 5 damage per onslaught stack, plus 9 max stacks, plus 25% weapon speed for that faster fire rate. Then you got your VATS Optimized, which is negative 35% action point cost. And then also I'm using Conductors. So basically, as it reads, critical hits restore 10 health and action points instantly, and 100 more over 5 seconds for player and teammates within 100 feet radius. And then of course it is also accursed, plus 35% damage, plus 15% attack speed, and negative 15% durability. For this gun, I am using hardened receiver, short light barrel, recoil, compensating stock, large and quick eject drum, glow sights, and compensator. Now you can also use the suppressor if you want to. I personally choose to use the compensator. And then for my armor, I do have all Secret Service, all Vanguards. So I'm using Vanguard's Agility, Active, Tankies, and then we also got the Deep Pocket, and then for that extra damage resistance, we do got Buttress for everything. And then I got another Vanguards right here, so we got Powered, Active, Tankies, Buttress, Deep Pocket for this build. And then I got Vanguard's Endurance, Active, Limit Breaking, Buttress, and Deep Pocket. I think I'm saying that wrong. It might be Buttress, but I'm just going to say it how I say it. And then we got another Vanguard's Powered, Active, Rangers for that ranged weapon damage. So I can deal another 5% bonus damage, which is very nice in my opinion. And then we got the Buttress and Deep Pocketed for this as well. And then for the last one of the armor, I am using Vanguard's Agility, Active, Tankies, and Buttress, Deep Pocketed for my chassis as well. This is just personal preference in my opinion. And for the road leathers, of course, I had to go with the shielding. Now with this Ghoul build, you always want your Ferrometer to be 100% maxed at all times. So I will have to take some chems for this. But for the mutations, I am using Adrenaline Reaction. It gives me that plus 1%, plus 5% damage per kill while on a kill streak. I do get negative 12 health, but this build is so tanky, you don't have to worry about that at all, especially with Class Freak on. And then Burr Bones for that plus 4 agility. Now, of course, you don't have to worry about the fall damage, fall speed, or anything like that, but I do get negative 1 in strength, which is okay. Then you got the Eagle Eyes, plus 50% crit damage, plus 4 perception, negative 1 in strength. So again, you're getting a little bit of strength disappearing off of your build. But again, this is just personal preference that I use. Then you get the Egghead. It gives you plus 6 intelligence, negative 0.75% endurance, negative 0.75 in strength. Again, you're losing a little bit, but this build is absolutely amazing just the way it is. So I'm not worried about the negatives at all. Then you got Electrically Charged, plus 1 40% chance to deal energy damage to melee attackers. Definitely recommended if you're running this type of build. Then I got Grounded, plus 100% energy resistance, plus 12, negative 13% energy gun damage. With this build, of course, you don't want to be using anything other than the Elder's Mark. This is a Ghoul Elder's Mark Commando build. So definitely only stick with Elder's Mark if you're going to do said build. That's my opinion. I've tested other weapons and it doesn't go very well. So then I got the healing factor, plus 3% health regen, plus 13, negative 14% chem effects. And then, of course, I got herbivore, but you really don't need to worry about that too much. You don't get hungry or thirsty anymore or anything. But this is just for, like spoiled vegetables or spoiled, sometimes I do have the spoiled meats. But I mainly try to do the spoiled vegetables as much as possible. Unfortunately, spoiled meat is the only thing I have at the moment. Also, I got the herb mentality, which you get +2 all specials, very recommended. And then you got marsupial plus 20% carry weight, plus 320% height jump. You do get -1 intelligence, but again, with class freak, you really don't have to worry about the negatives too much. But if you want to change up your mutations, that's personal preference again. But this is just what I prefer on this build. Scaly skins, plus 50% damage resistance, plus 50% energy resistance. My AP does drop 12% or -12, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Speed demon, you got plus 30% reload speed, and then you also got that plus 20% move speed. Then you have the plus 12, plus 13% hunger / thirst while moving. Again, with the Ghoul build, you do not have to worry about that at all. And of course, as you can see, I do have all my perks active. So, Action Ghoul, you got that plus 45 AP regen. Awareness, plus 21% VATS accuracy, which is by far, in my opinion, very good. Then you got that Down Ranger, plus 20% damage versus far. And then Easy Target, plus 75% damage versus crippled. Ironclad, plus 50% armor bonus. Life Giver, you have a total of plus 141 HP. Pack-in Light, you got that plus 25 action points regen. Strong Bag with the 43 carry weight. And then you got Tormentor, which is plus 20% damage per crippled limb to your target. Or your target has, sorry. So I will go ahead and I will showcase this build and show you what this build can really do. So, of course, we got Super Mutants. So you always want to go for headshots. So as you can see, it is extremely deadly. Like, this build is extremely powerful. You just hit everything and demolish it all in your path. And of course, we will go inside. So again, very strong. You just get so much damage on this build. And again, you can notice my AP is not running down as much at all. It is just regenerating really crazy. You just want to give them a quick kill real quick. But as you can see, my AP is not dropping at all. So I would definitely recommend this build to anybody. If you want a commando build, it is by far my best build that I've ever created. Now I will be uploading other Fallout 76 build guides here very soon. So if you want to get updated on that, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can always get updated when I post new content. Also, if you want to follow and check out my other social media, In my YouTube link or my YouTube About Me bio, I do have a link to my Linktree with all my other social media that I currently use. If you want to go ahead and check those out, absolutely feel free to. If you know anybody that would like to try this build, make sure you share with your friends or family or anybody that may want to try said build. But again, it's just a very extremely strong build in my personal opinion. I mean, it is just demolishing everything in its path. You know, you cripple limbs with it, the whole 9 yards. I mean, this build is just absolutely amazing. Fast killing. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing what this build can do. There's a super mutant in the way. Again, you can just see how quickly I'm taking all the enemies down. I mean, like I said, this is by far the best build that I've ever done in 76 after the recent update. Now, the recent update is absolutely terrible. I don't know what they were thinking about when they did this update, but other than that, with the Ghoul builds and stuff like that, it's definitely recommended. So if you would definitely want to give this build a try, absolutely do so. And thank you so much for watching.